YouTube, welcome in. Look, don't worry about the win streak. You know what you need to worry about? The pog streak. We're gonna bounce back with Udis. Udis to Sheol. Udis to Sheol. Why not us? Why not now? You want to play along at home? Gilly Willy Jilly Hilly A&W Root Beer Zelly Quilly. That's a good start. Diplopia. Epiporia. What is Epiporia in real life? Is that, did Eddie make some of this stuff up? Why no random character for extra gamba? G Doggy. You know what? You gotta ask yourself one question. In life, are you Squidward or are you SpongeBob? The answer is neither. You're a Patrick. You ever notice how SpongeBob and Ren and Stimpy are the same lore art world? Is it the same artist? What the heck is that? What even is that? Also, little deep lore for you. I am friends with, if you listen to the SpongeBob SquarePants song, I am friends with, at the time, this was like 20 years ago. She's a grown adult now. I think she's probably like 35. I am friends with the girl who is the background voice singing SpongeBob SquarePants, like the kid in the background. She gets royalties to this day, I think to the tune of 10 cents. That's kind of wild, huh? I know, it's deep lore. We got all kind of lore here. But anyways, super excited to be back. I think, you know, now that no spoilers, everything is over. It's the journey to normalcy. That's what we're doing. The journey to normalcy. Well, Dan, nothing about anything you ever did was normal. But yeah, you know what is? Roid Rage. Put him in right here. Put him right here. Put him right here. Dan, you had me on the edge of the seat and traders. You wanted to give you intel so bad. Lightorius, why didn't you tell me? Lightorius, we met at TwitchCon. You look like one of my former football players. Why didn't you just tell me? You could have just told me. You know? Sure, we'll take it. Ooh. Speed. This trinket is AT, is it though? So speaking of AT, you know the thing about computers? It doesn't happen often, but every now and then, computers do something you don't want them to do. Like, yes, mommy. And for us, like, we're not going to get into the ethics of it, but I'm sure you will. The ethics, look, because I like to avoid controversial topics here. But we're not going to get into the ethics of leaving your computer on all night, because that's what I do. Because I don't know why you would turn it off. It doesn't use any electricity. Anyways, for every now and then, your computer does something you don't want it to do. And mine was just randomly resetting. It wasn't like I was like overrunning it, doing anything verbose to it. I didn't even change anything. Well, looks like you don't have to change anything for stuff to happen. Also, how come we have spectral tears? Like, I don't know if you know that, but sometimes computers just change stuff on their own. Do you know computers run on Steam? That's not true. So anyways, so there's this, I found out this magical thing. The magical thing is called, you can Google it now on your own computer. It's called memory.dmp. And I've been around computers since I was since you were in Pampers. Like, since I was a little kid. I've never heard of a dump file. Like, why would Bill Gates create his own extension and call it a dump file? Like, you just call it a text doc. Why does it have to be a dump file? I like, to me, it's just asking for, like, it's like they knew their computer was gonna crash, so they made a special crash file. I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. Picking up a coin. No, chat. Crashes happen? Yeah, but like to me that's faulty programming. Like you're basically if you're creating a dump file, like the extension, it means you know you have a faulty product. You know what I'm saying? You can't program other people's programs? Yeah, but you can force them to do things. Picking up a coin spawns a blue fly. No, thank you. You know what? You know what it comes down to? And I wish I had the button, but it comes down to developers, 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 developers. It's not the operating system, it's the developers. So why doesn't Microsoft just hire better developers? Developers, developers. That's what I don't understand. Also, I like this trinket. A little risky, but we'll take it. I don't know. I think doubles all clear rewards. I'm gonna say no to this, but yes to that. I'm gonna say no to this, but yes to this. Say no to this, but yes to this.
Health up.
Do we want that?
As soon as you said it means you have a faulty product, your stream went down for me and I thought, redacted, had pulled the plug.
FSLGS, thanks for the... We have to... No, we'll get that again. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it.
Sweater on. Got my Earl Grey potation, and Dan's already got the squeebs playing. Gonna be a good day today, chat.
Yo, P-Ops. For cash. Thank you for the 16 months. I appreciate it. Can we get this with one bomb? About to find out. We can.
Thank you for the donation. I appreciate your acquiescence.
Tibelius. Tip $3. Absolute insanity. Who would do such a thing? It's like inventing airbags for a car because you're expecting crashes. Unbelievable behavior, to be honest. Makes no sense at all. It's like horsing at the end of a god run. Like, why?
Wait, we can't get that. Yeah, no, I'm serious though. Like, here's my thing. No BM. Why are you making a file extension if you know everything's gonna crash?
Dang Hunt Dang.
It's not. I know you think it's not a bit. It's like you know that something's going wrong, so you're like, hey, I know we're not gonna fix this, but just put all the information there so we can't fix it.
This is their first gift sub in
Thanks for the support. Colorado Legend, thanks for the 15 months. The only legend in Colorado is the snow. Beffrey, thanks for the 7 months. How do you make a perfect program then? Ask Decoy. Just ask Decoy. Like, that's what debugging's for, exactly. So let me ask this. If in the court of law, in the court of binary code law, if my computer keeps resetting without being unasked for, brought me a sandwich unasked for, whose fault is it? Because someone's got to take ownership. Means it. Okay. Why in chat if it's my fault, and in chat if it's a programmer's fault? I don't believe this. I don't believe what I'm seeing in chat. Right? 91% say it's my fault, but I'm not hitting the reset button. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was hitting the reset button, I'm with you. Okay, but I'm not. It's not a bit. You're the one When did it start happening? Like 6 months ago, and I didn't really care that it was doing it until I had to worry about reruns. Like, what do I care? I really don't care if the computer resets itself. What do I care? I don't care. It's the one-off case that when it resets itself and I don't want it to that it matters. What happens if you redline a car every time you drive it? Well, you get a gum room. You get a gum room. So you get a gum room. That's what happens when you redline your car every time you slam the pedal to the metal. You get a gum room. So much so we're gonna turn the music back on. Cause it's maybe the best song in all of Isaac. Gummy room, gummy bears, gummy fruit, gummy candy. What is this? Entering room causes 7 tears to orb. I don't even know what. You know, I know the beauty of this whole thing. I don't know what any of the gum room items are, and never will. I can read this wall of text. I'm not reading it. I'm just gonna take it and try to figure out what it is as we go on, and that's why you watch. All right, where did that ring come from? What's up with the quality? What do you mean? What's up with the quality? Clueless forehead. No one knows where it came from, but it's provocative. All right, we got our gum room music. Let's turn on a little bridge zone. Yeah, so I guess what the memory dump said, which is totally like absurd. There was a problem with the Realtek internet driver. Like, if there's a problem with the internet, then it would just randomly drop out in the middle of a stream. Why it wouldn't cause the computer to reboot. That means,
my man.
Wait, do you think our driver was causing it to drop the whole time? Speaking of driving, no, it could be. You can't say for a degree of certainty.
Prime your primes.
Influential P, thank you for the 11 months. I appreciate it. Chat, you want to know something? I found out through a boys video that Twitch removed, I mean, this is inside baseball. Twitch removed, we have to buy this, the income cap. I didn't know that. Like, when did that happen? Yeah, there was a big deal. They like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I had no idea. So here's what, like, look, and I say this in not a BM way. I gotta give sleight of hand Dan Clancy some props. Holy. He's like, hey, you want your 70-30 split back? You can take it. I'm like, oh, that's a pretty good deal. I didn't read the fine print. The fine print was, if you're priming in a non-K, well, in any country, it's like now you get like a percentage of prime. You don't get the full prime. Bottom line, chat. To me, it was surprising. But end of the day, this is my opinion. And it could be, well, oh, that's easy for you to say. It's not, but it is not easy to say. To me, it's like, I can't control that, right? Like, look, tomorrow you wake up, they could take away subscribing. Okay, they're not going to, but they could. But I can't control that. What I can control is that you're watching Isaac to a Janet Jackson song while we're talking about Lord knows what. That's what I can control. And as long as I'm able to continue to control that.
Enjoy the split.
You know? What else? The other thing I can control is that I'm going to tell you we're going to be using the light phone. for 40 days. And then I'm going to report back. Getting rid of the smartphone. I'll tell you when that starts. The other thing I can control is that in this year, we're getting the Liza P Platinum. Yep. The other thing I can control is that in the spring, we're getting chickens. So the other thing I could promise you is that there's gonna be some insane banter where you're gonna be like, Dan, is this your real life? You're getting rid of your smartphone for 40 days? Yes, that's all true. All of it. You can also control if you short a stock or not. Right, like, so Rinny X posted the YouTube video today, and the Isaac episode is titled Shorting Stocks in Isaac. What stock are we supposed to short? I forgot to do that. Best Buy, okay. Okay. Turns all pickups into bombs, sure. Hold on. You was hoping more of a $1 to 1,000 challenge. We could do that too, but this is not financial advice. Chat, can we short a stock? See, that I think the learning process in shorting a stock would be is I have no idea what that is or how to do it. But isn't one way you can have infinite losses and one way you can just lose everything? I prefer to like do neither, but if we are gonna do one, I don't want to be infinite losses. They loan you a stock. Daniel's financial literacy started and ended with a Lego set. So in case you have no idea what we're talking about, we started a challenge in the Discord like a week or two ago. Said, we're gonna turn in $10 into $100,000. And we started with a Lego set and we turned 10 into 35. And right now we're just waiting for the next opportunity to turn 35 into 3,500. It was started on October 2022. Look, the date doesn't matter. It just matters that we're gonna do it. No, don't axe that channel. We're fine. We actually sold it for $29.56. So we turned $10 into how much? How come we keep getting hurt? Shard of glass? How do we stop the bleeding? Heal? What if there are no heals? What if there are no heals? Hearts.
I found pills.
Then you keep bleeding? Well, are we more apt to drop hearts because we have Shard of Glass?
18 months of post.
Yo, Gramslam, thanks for the 18 months. Uh-oh. Come on, this is a good run. Heart me. Melissa Joan me. Marry me. No, like Mary Hart from Entertainment Tonight with John Tesh. How about John Tesh was a host, then he turned into a music guy. And then he made the song from NBA and NBC. And then what he did is actually he created the song of NBA and NBC via, he did it via voicemail. Do you ever hear that story?
Range up.
Why in chat if you know the NBA and NBC theme song? Varicose veins. Honestly, like I got a pretty strong stomach. I can't watch ACL injuries or varicose veins. You don't know the NBA and NBC song? I wish we could play it, but John Tesh would DMCA us. Can't watch any sports injury. Just knees. Everything else is fine. It's just the knees, man, because the knees weren't meant to bend. Knees were only meant to bend 45 degrees, not 90. Second best sports song ever? What's better? What do you mean, what? Have you ever done the leg curl machine at your local Planet Fitness? See, like, I mean, I don't want to downplay any injuries, but like Aaron Rodgers' Achilles, it was just like, it looked like a little, like Rumbleverse. You know? Yeah, we got a good run here. You can see the pop? I don't think you can though. It just looks like he like ran into like a thumbtack or something. Kevin Durant got hurt? When did Kevin Durant get hurt? I don't know. I mean, we've talked about this before. Look, you shouldn't take advice from me, but if you are going to take advice from me, you should take the good advice. The good advice is there's no shame in knowing when to like gear down a little bit. You know what I mean? Like it could be so much like, hey, like, you know, maybe in my mid to late 20s, I'd get into a lemon suit on a TV show and I'd be okay with getting juiced, you know, for some lowbrow entertainment. But as an adult, you're like, I don't really want to get into a lemon costume anymore. Same thing with like playing sports. Like, hey, you're around 30, you'd be like, like I hear some creaks a little bit. Maybe instead of playing round ball with the boys, maybe you just hit the gym instead. Limit your opportunities to get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Health up.
Yeah, maybe play some low impact sports, pickleball, golf, paddleball, you know? Like I told you, I got invited to play in a pickup basketball game. I'm like, how physical is it? We're like, oh, we just run up and down the court, you know? Bro, I know what that translates to. A couple shots to the ribs here. A couple sweaty Andes get out rebounded. They get a little, you know, little salty. No, thank you. Yeah, we'll call our own fouls. Bro. Yeah, I'll call my own fouls watching the Pistons. And I think the other thing too about knowing like how much you want to be in competitive sports at your particular age depends on your self-awareness. Look, I know if I'm getting chipped, I'm not going to chip them back, but I'll promise you this. I'm going to drive the hole a little bit harder, a little bit stronger the next time around. So I'm like, rather than do that, let me not put myself in that situation where I got to hit the hole that hard. Spawns doubles trinket effect. Peepo. Daddy says, yep. Where should we use that? Where should we use it? Also, look, I'm really not trying to be that guy. I'm really not. And this isn't me speaking. This is some contingency of the community. Do you ever see Mama Mega and think,
My man.
I'm just saying, like, saying if you were a bomb, you know, is Fury here? I'm just saying, like if you were a cartoon bomb, you know, I'm just saying. What do you mean no? I didn't even ask a question. How can you say no? I didn't even ask a question. Sometimes you had enough. I said I had enough.
I've had enough! I've had enough!
Maw of the Void. What? Rip it. No, where's the boss rush room? It doesn't stay open? Why wouldn't that stay open? What's the point of her then, man? What's the point? It's not perma opened? Mama Mega opened that. What can we do here? What can we check mark here? I need to get that mod that gives us so we can understand what the heck's going on. Because we got to get a check mark here. Need to unlock the negative. How do we do that? Shield. Okay. Kill Stan. Julian Melendez. Thank you for the prime. Appreciate support. This boss victory is for you. Angel Room. What happened to our spacebar item? Yo, if Dan Campbell's watching your stream, what would I say to him? I'd tell him stop watching the stream and go get some good players. Yeah, I tried to give as many shout outs to the community as I could when I was on the traders, but you don't really control what's aired. But I definitely did drop 2 or 3 what do you means for sure. All right, settle huddle. Get 20 more Jared Goffs. We got to be careful here. So basically we need to be aware of our heart situation. What causes us to bleed here? Is it just time? I mean, it's a strong run if we could pick up getting hit. Oh, we just won't get hit then. So if you get hit with, we just won't get hit. I thought it was random. We just, then it's a guaranteed win because we won't get hit. You bleed until you have healer. Can only lose red hearts. All right, hang in here. Yo, Why don't we just shoot this way the whole time? Is there a tier cap doing it this way? No, like what if we just shoot this way? It's 2x your tiers. Don't speak for Eddie like that. Why would you speak for Eddie like that? Epiphoria. Is that a real life thing? Is that like if you cry a lot, you end up crying more? Ooh.
Health up.
What does epiphoria mean? Please open. I'm saying in real life, what is epiphoria? Medical definition for having excess tears or watery eyes. Why isn't it just called being overly sensitive? I wasn't gonna ask, but that one I was waiting for. Please. If I stop shooting, we lose the tier bonus. All right.
Stars.
I thought stars takes you to a secret room. We're in trouble. Will we take a full D because we'll be a half a heart? Come on, please. We have to clear the room. Never mind. We're back, baby. We're back. We're back. Holy. We're so back. Okay, calm. Brian de Calma. +1s in chat. Holy saved. All right. We need this one. Now we hold her. Epiphorias. Why in chat if you have epiphoria in real life? And in chat if you don't cry. The womb is scarred. Where should we go? Go get the Hierophant card? We gotta go Shio. Okay. Where's the card? Chat, I don't even know what card you're talking about. What card are you talking about? Where did that even come from? How did you know we had that? I didn't even see that. We must have been ranting about something. All right, we're going to Sheol.
Let's go.
Tobadashi.
Cry.
Thanks for the 17 months. I appreciate it. Graham Slime, thanks for the 18. Claybones, thanks for the 17. Dino Nuggies, thanks for the 9. Real Big Shoe, thanks for the 15. Why not us? Why not now? Take a mouthful of that, buddy. You versus the you she told you about.
Happy Monday, Dan and chat.
What? Wait, what happens if you're bleeding and you can't heal? We're gonna lose those? That's John in Tennessee. So we should probably wait. There it is. Heal me, heal me, heal me, heal me, heal me, heal me. So we should not be bleeding anymore. Okay. Holy cow. All right, we got this. This could be a nice win here. We got to go back quickly. Are we taking full heart or half heart, D? Holy. Don't say well, Gary. Is that full heart or half a heart? If we... Self-inflicted. Okay. Watch 4 seasons of Survivor this weekend. Which ones did you watch? Tokatanis. What's that one called? Tokanis? 7, 13, 16, 28. That was a 1, that was a 2, that was a 3, that was in Cobalt. We left it on the table. My only question, Eddie, my question to you is, I used the white horse, not horsing, and that happened. Well, Dan, we'll see what happened. You hit the wall and the wall stopped the iframes and then you heard, that's what happened. Fair enough. I'm not mad at you. Judas, we unlocked some stuff we didn't win. We have to stop the bleeding now. Jackson TC, thank you for the 34 months. I appreciate it. Run it back, Chad. That was too quick of a one. That was too quick of a one. I do think we need a new... I'm not going to blame Plasma. I would not blame Plasma. Hello, Dr. Pez to bring us in. Survivor theme. YouTube, welcome in. Look, this is the worst streak we've ever had in the history of our life. So just send it. Who is it? It feels like Magdalene. Feels like Magdalene. Am I right? Is it Magdalene? Bethany. If you want to play along at home, Formula 1 Racing, Zilly, Silly, Really, Zilly, Villy, Hilly. So she cannot get Solies. She makes John in Tennessee. Ryan Gary item. Ryan. I at least have to find it.
I don't have a rook anymore.
Let me ask you this, chat. If Ryan Gary was not bald, would you still call him Egg? I don't know. Why if yes and if no? Because is it more about the shape of the head or is it about the looking like the shape of a head? %, say no. How would we make fun of Ryan Gary if otherwise? Double books?
GM Mr. Giesling.
Yo, Wit Agris, thanks for the 28 months. Talon Sabo, thanks for the 27 and 0.
Good morning, Mr. Giesling.
Appreciate the support. Thank you. Look at the little question mark. Inverted question mark. Dan, as a former teacher, thoughts on NFL beefs with teachers? Look, if he's beefing with teachers, I'm staking with teachers, all right? Not all teachers, but think about all the teachers you've had in your life. Okay? Then out of that many, how many did you actually like and thought they did their job exceptionally well? Probably an extremely small handful. Yeah. That's the problem. But also, this may be current events. You gotta pay him, man. You gotta pay him. Pay them their monies, man. Pay them. Like, can you imagine if you made teaching a desirable job in terms of like financially? Like, cause I think it's a really cool job, but for some people it's not an option because you got to wait till you're tenured for 20 years. But let's just say you came off the rip and it was like the most desirable job in the world. You'd have the best teachers in the world. +2s. I'll take so many +2s you don't even know what to do with them. But I will say though, I mean, on the flip side, that's being like simple solution to complicated problem. I think my best teachers really wanted to be teachers, and they like adjusted everything accordingly. You know? Like I remember I had this math teacher. Just the truth, I'm just gonna hit you with it. Phenomenal math teacher. Rode his bike to school. He had a wife and kids. It's true. But instead of like getting, oh man. Instead of getting like, he likes to play basketball and he got his teeth knocked out. Instead of getting like replacements, he just got like a retainer he put in. Like, all right. You know? Like the retainer had the teeth in it. You know? Yeah, I know replacements are super expensive. He's like, okay, well I could do that. I can get him replaced, or I do this and I still get to teach, you know? What does that have to do with being a good teacher? Because he just really wanted to be a teacher more than he cared about other stuff, you know? He also did the math, yeah. What do you mean triple question mark? I don't know. I didn't say it made sense. But then I'm trying to think. We had some Giga Brain teachers. Trying to think if I can think of any examples. But like we had some Giga Brain teachers who in the summer they hustled and like, I don't know if they ran like a second business or they ran a business in the summer so that they could teach, you know? But also like probably after like 9 months of dealing with students, you probably need all that time off. I will say that was one of the best parts about being a teacher was summers. Like, bro, you want to play some PS3? It's like you're a kid again. No responsibility. You're still getting a check because you definitely aren't taking that 40 pay period. You're like, no, pay me when I'm not working. That's what I did. Hold on. No. What? We can do this. This is crossable.
Well, hello, buddies.
According to Glassdoor, median teacher at high school is 60 grand. Look, if that was the case, I may still be teaching.
Good morning, Mr. Giesling.
I don't want to put any school on blast, but my first teacher's salary. Should I tell you how much? What the first digit was? The first digit was a 2. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But I'll tell you what, man, it's not even about that.
Prime sub. I have a meeting like right now, though. Have fun, Dan.
The thing was, I loved it though. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't matter. You know? Was driving the 05 Ford Taurus, living with my mom. Bro, that was like going home after teaching and coaching, logging in, playing some WoW until like 11. Yeah, man. You know? Life comes at you fast. And I know not everyone has the luxury of like staying at home, but that's the only way I could pull it off. Lorraine, do you remember that? Yes, I mean, for people that don't know, so I don't know why we were in the computer lab, but some days we were in the computer lab and I let the kids play Halo if they were done with their work. And it was like a cloud computing setup, so whatever. People had it on USBs. I'm like, you guys can do this as long as your work is done. Until I logged in. Or I looked at the leaderboard and I saw a word I didn't know what it meant. And so I asked the kids, and then Halo got banned because of one kid. I still remember the kid's name, and I remember his face when I said, "What does this word mean?" And he started laughing. Like, bro, you could have played Halo for a month of your life in school, but you ruined it. No, I felt kind of bad after because like everyone was mad at him for like a couple weeks.
I went to college to become a teacher. Never did, because I always made more in my other jobs I did through college. Maybe someday. Love the channel, the content and the transparent conversations.
Yo, Bobby Ruski, thanks for the 27. I will say the best part about teaching was the students. Like, that's the best part. I'd say the toughest part was the parents. And not all parents, but some parents. The parents that were tough, you're like, bruh. I'm not getting paid enough to answer these questions. But also, it's like, it's my job to answer them, so I'll answer them. Well, how come he's doing X, Y, and Z? I don't know. Is he studying at home? Are you keeping up with him? Like, you want me to do his homework for him? I'm not gonna do his homework for him. There's an assignment. Why didn't he turn it in? I don't know. He said he didn't have it. Why don't you ask him why he turned it in? I ask him every day, hey, before he leaves, hey, make sure you do your homework. You got your plan? Yep, I got it. Doesn't do his homework. Okay. Anyway. I feel like we're missing something here. Wait, what's r/teachers? Chat, I will say this. I think I told this story once. So before I was a full-time teacher, I was trying to get a teaching job. So I substituted a lot. Some of the stuff I saw, I was like, even as like in my early 20s, I'm like, this can't be real. Like, I was substituting in this high school and you're in the teacher's lounge And this guy is probably like 48. And he's like, hey, you want to know what I do as a teacher? I'm like, what? He's like, I try to see how long I can go in a given day without getting out of my rolling desk chair. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, what do you think I mean? He goes, I'm not getting up for him. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, how are you teaching? He's like, I just try to set a new record to see how long I can go without getting out of my desk chair. So I walked by his classroom. The dude was rolling around in a chair, passing out papers. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, don't you think the kids know what you're doing? Like, they knew. No, they knew. I didn't fully... Don't +2 that. Why would you +2 that guy? Why would you +2 that guy? He's min-maxing? Poor guy's just trying to do paste picante. You know what? I didn't think like you guys thought. You guys are saying base, 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 base. I did not see it that way. Like, bro, how are you going to get your students to respect you if that's what you're doing? I thought you meant he would make them study on their own all day while wheeling around like a gangster. No, he just wouldn't get out of his seat. Ooh, what is that? That's super rare, isn't it? Man was just trying to have fun. Why are you judging him? Would it? Because I'm like, bro, if I had a kid, I don't want him to be my kid's teacher. That's why. All right? That's why. As a early 20s, I'm like, bro. And the thing was, the dude was untouchable. He was in the school system for whatever. He got his 20 years in. He was max capped out, max level pay. We need a bomb here. But also, I don't know what it's like to teach for 20 years, so who knows what I would be. I'd probably be finding ways to like interject Isaac into biology class. Like, all right, hey, you guys watch this. We'll teach you about RNG and what epiporia is. I know. Max level pay means they can't get a raise. So why put in any more effort? Because they're getting the max pay, and the max pay, like, pretty darn good. What's the max out at teacher salary? I think it's 6 figures. Why are you saying pretty darn good? I can't. I agree. I mean, I agree, but you're saying don't put a max pay on teachers. Okay. So then you're going to have like the Bill Belichick of teachers making $1 million a year. All right, let's roll. No, I'm telling you, in Michigan, I think you can make 6 figures as a teacher. You got to be there 20 years, but if we're paying teachers $1 million a year, there better be a standing clause in their contract. I want to see big teacher extension. Miss Gibbons signing 5 years, $145 million. Honestly, like, to me, the good teachers, like, no brainer. Like, they're like, I'm testing free agency. All right, we'll give you part ownership. How have we not picked up blood bag? Ownership of what? Of the revenue stream. Merchandising. I'm trying to think if I can give you any good teacher stories, man. I really can't. I mean, the only teacher stories I could give you would have to be as substitute, because otherwise you'd be able to figure out what, if you really wanted to, you could figure out who the people were I'd be talking about. I mean, the first story that comes to mind is a little brother. It had to do with some other teachers, but I'm not going to say that. That teacher is no longer at the school. Anyways, I mean, I would say one of the most uncomfortable things. So I was like out of college. How old was I? I would have been like 22. I started substituting at a local high school, and I ended up substituting a senior class, and like girls from other classes kept coming into the classroom like, no, you guys got to get out of here. And they're like, you're our age. I'm like, I look like I'm your age, but I'm not your age, so like, get out of here. Like, I didn't know what to do. I'm like, just get out of here, you know? Like, don't leave the door open. We're trying to, I got packets. Your teacher came out. You're not in this class. So you got to get out of here. And they're like, we thought you'd be cooler because you're our age. I'm like, I'm not your age. You know? Yeah, packets to hand out. They weren't my packets, but. Needless to say, I did not go back to that high school to substitute. Honestly, as a substitute teacher, if the teacher gave me packets, I would get mad as a sub, because all that would turn into would be like, if class was 45 minutes long, it'd be like 10 minutes of work, and then it was a free-for-all, and I gotta, like, you know, hone them in. I preferred to have a lesson plan. Can I explain to you what packets are for our non-US people? Packets are like worksheets. So the teacher would give like a bunch of worksheets to do. Be like, hey, just hand out these worksheets. Instead of like, hey, talk to them about these 10 bullet points. You know? You had Halo on a USB, I'm sure you would have been a favorite. I know, but you can't do that in other schools. Only the school that you teach at. So you know how to get away with it. As a former student, sub day was free day. I know. But not if I was in town with a lesson plan. 10 bullet points turns into a nothing burger? What's a nothing burger? Ideal sub plans were holy push. That's my ideal sub plans, when you get the big eye and it's dissection day. Holy. And you get to explain what polyphemus is. What is that, a real life thing? Polyphemus? Papa. Polyphemus is a real life thing. It's a Greek cyclops. Don't speak for Eddie like that. Should probably pump this, huh? But I think I can say I hit the cycle of substitute teaching, meaning I substituted every single grade possible while I was looking for a teaching job. Kindergarten all the way to 12. And although as a young buck, you run into unique problems as a substituting for seniors, I thought kindergarten was the hardest. Kindergarten was extremely difficult. No, I mean, it was very like innocent, but it was tough, man. Cause like, you couldn't just give them packets. You couldn't just give them packets. You know, at least if things are going awry in high school, you could give them packets. I couldn't give them packets. They don't know what packets are. Is that Ohado? Managing 25-year-olds. Bro, I got my hands full with three. Three, that means...
My man.
Oh, we left the heart on the table. That's okay. My unqualified, unasked for advice. What do you mean? Definitely getting Ryan Gary. Book of Rev. Book of Pog. Teacher jerseys would go hard. I will say, because I taught biology and gym in the same semester, that was my favorite. Because then that was time where you had to answer for your recompense. So the kids that thought they were little funny Tommy in biology class, guess what? When it was dodgeball time, guess whose team I made sure they were on? The opposite of my team. And maybe they threw a dodgeball at a kid on my team and they skimmed the kid and maybe it brushed your shirt. Nope. No air. Didn't touch him. Didn't touch him. Then the kid would get upset, be like, "No, Mr. Giesling, I hit him. He's out." Boom. He gets hit from a different angle. Hey, buddy, you should have watched your six go on the sidelines, kid. What do you mean, wait? You played dodgeball along with them? What do you mean, wait? You played... Of course I did. Why would you not play dodgeball with your students if you were a teacher? Liability? I am not worried about that. Look, it's just foam rubber. Like, they can handle it. Not literally a Dwight move. It's literally a fun move. Probably one of the best parts about teaching, playing dodgeball. Oh, key him. What the heck? In my grade school, honestly, the highlight of grade school was our principal would play dodgeball with us. That was a highlight, man. We roll all pedestals. Let's see what we got first. Yeah, bro. To me, dodgeball is the ultimate sport because you can't win it by yourself. Honestly, as a kid, I dreamed of like a dodgeball video game, meaning that like a game where you got even teams, but it would be like down to like 1 versus 6 and you could still win 1 versus 6. So when Counter-Strike came out, I was like, this is what I've been waiting for my whole life, when it was a mod for Half-Life. It's basically just Counter-Strike. You can clutch up. Because that's what I dreamed about, you know? You got all your buddies out, 6v1. You clutch up. You win. They give you their little Debbies at lunch because they're so impressed. Ooh. We gotta come up with the monies. Counter-Strike is basically dodgeball with bullets. I agree with that. In our 6th grade, our fresh out of college teacher joined in a kickball and yeeted the ball on the roof of a nearby building. Like that, I mean, like, see, as a teach... Oh, no. As a teacher, though, you gotta know, like, you're not there to impress the kids. You're there to beat the kids. You know? In dodgeball. You know, you don't need to run the score up. You just gotta make sure that there's a kid who's running his mouth. He's not gonna win. And the kid that's maybe not be super athletic, you try to manufacture organic looking scenarios in which they can become the hero and hope they don't squeaks it when the opportunity arises so they can have their moment in the sun.
Thanks for the great content as always. Appreciate the premium lurking content during work.
Is that real or fake? That's the real one. That's the real one.
You won! You did it! You did it! I knew you would! I just knew you would!
Holly and Sacred Heart in one run. Riniax, you know what to put in the thumbnail. Holy cow. Ryan, no, Cerso Cleats is not retired. I just got to put together an Omega edit first. Holy cow. What a run, man. We left a lot on the table here, unfortunately. You can spam your book. What do you mean? Why? Why would we spam it? Any chance we give Final Fantasy VII a shot for the IAI crowd? Final Fantasy VII is the only RPG like that I ever played and finished, ever. I liked it. I didn't care for the story so much, but I like the colored marbles that you got. I really like the colored marbles in the game. You know? Like, it was simple, but you could understand what was going on. Yeah, the materia. Where now it's like... It looks like, what do you guys call those games? Gacha games? The games where there's like a million little pinballs. Yeah. That's what Final Fantasy VII went from, like, having like a couple colored marbles to now the modern RPG is like a pachinko game. Saltine Cracker, what's good? Send me your energy, caught the vid finally. What does that mean? Thanks, Sega. Yo, little Song of Storms, baby.
26 months of Pogs.
Yo, what's up, Frost? No, I just, I used to have, like, built-in lighting. Now I have a Elgato ring light. So it's... We're in a temporary... Frost, you would love all the inside baseball, man. I'm in a different world right now. We could restart it. Maybe get an R key. Frost Prime, I saw something where you tweeted, hey, I took a week off, yada yada yada, I'm coming back and I'm gonna tell you exactly how much money I made from the subathon. I'm not gonna watch it. So can you just tell me how much money you made?
Ooh. 19 months.
How is that BM? Since when is being honest BM? Hit you on the wire? Well, if it's transparent, what? Aren't you gonna tell your community?
Welcome, brand new subscriber.
Oh, you don't spoil. Okay, I respect that. No spoils. I respect that. You want to keep it exclusive? Can you do it now? I just want to. I won't say anything, but I want to give the live. I'll give live reaction face. Hold on. So I think you did. Frost Prime did a 22-day subathon. Hold on, I'm looking at it now. Messages. How do I do one of these subathons? Holy. Bro, I'd be doing one of those. I'd be doing 2 a year. Are you kidding me? I mean, yeah, I do have kids, but if I told my wife, hey, let me go live for 14 days, and I go, this is what we're looking at, she's like, I don't know what she would say. No, I've never done a subathon. I had a number in mind. This was not that number. Filming traders for 3 weeks or a 3-week subathon? Cannot reveal that information. No, Frost is gonna tell his stream. I mean, that's really honestly like. That's crazy. How long he went? 22 days. But also, like, chat, I saw some of his YouTube videos where he did his intros. I was like, man, he looks cooked. Like, he looked cooked. And rightfully so. Like, he looked like the lights were on, but no one was home. Frost Prime. Let me show you. It's Frost here. Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, Frost, it's not BM. It's like, bro, you were... Let me see. I saw one. You actually don't look cooked in any of these. 50 subs says you can't do a 7-day subathon. I mean, we gotta find one like. You're like, I mean, I don't want to BM. There was one I saw, and you were like, my man's hurting. But also, when I saw that number you sent me,
My man.
Mikhail Benson, you're back. I was going through like tweets last night, and you were in a like tweet that I had. I'm like, man, Benson's been gone since we quit Tarkov. It's Frost. If you could say, all right, Frost, because I know you gotta go, but if you could say the single best thing you did during the subathon for getting to that number that you got to, it was what? Hammer the bed? What does that mean? Setting an end date from the start. Oh, so you're like, okay, I got you. So it wasn't like, there wasn't like an endless cap. It was like, hey, this is the best we could do. This is like the end game. Like, I hope we can get there. I don't know if we can get there. I got you. The ultimate dangled carrot. How do we get to that red question mark room? Why did you pick 22 days? Was your chat gonna make it go longer? Could they have made it go longer? I mean, theoretically. Oh, you lined up with your anniversary so you could propose? Propose what? What do you mind manning? Propose what? Propose a what? Ew! Way to ruin the whole run, man. Sacred Heart, Polly, and Sci-Fly. John in Tennessee.
John in Tennessee, go ahead. What you want to say?
Trash!
Oh, come on, man.
Trash! Trash!
This is terrible. Ruined the entire run. We had Sacred Heart. We had Sacred Heart and Polly, and this happened. Wait, Frost never said propose what? 2 angels, time to call Bill. Did I actually not see? Bro, you didn't watch the traders. Don't ask me if I watched an obscure stream that you did. Like, I mean, there's support in your buddies, and then there's BM in your buddies. It's like, oh, is the traders over? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, man. Like, you know? Yeah, sure, buddy. I mean, no, did you propose to Hannah? Wait. What did she say? What did she say? It's because I guarantee it's not it wasn't an instant yes. What do you mean, love? What do you mean? I've talked to her before. What? Frost knows he's out chicked. It's. What do you mean? What's triple question mark? We just hiked up 1,000 feet. There is no instant yes. No, congrats, man. I didn't see. I get why you did the subathon now. It makes sense now. Congratulations. Chat, you've never heard the term out chick? That's not Danglish. No? Chat, I am totally out chick. It's like what Bill's trying to do. Bill's playing in the minor leagues and he's trying to get a professional ball player. What does it mean? Yeah, like out of my league.
Range down.
I can't believe you've never heard out chick. Yeah. We would say something different? Well, we would not. Settler and Reacher? Settler and Reacher is another popular version? What is that, from the 40s or something? It sounds like saying my wife is better than yours. No, that's not it. Out chicked means... This is all right. Let me first grade what out chick means. You see a dude and a girl walking down the street and they're married and you're like, bro, like how? Like that's like, and then you're kind of like, well,
My man.
yeah.
Let's go.
Happy 3Y-1.
In the UK, it's called punching. Or it's called, get the joke. We're going to Sheol, right? Punching upward. We're going down, right? I don't know what punching is. Outkick this cup. These are all the same things. Yes. Maybe it's a Michigan thing. Punching above your weight. Like that's what Bill's dream is. You know? It's a boomer thing. We need bombs. But anyways, yo, congratulations. That's awesome. Did he stream it? Is Bill a 6 or lower? Be honest. You want me to rate my friend on his looks? Bro. It's a 6.5. No, I'd say 7. 7. We'll take it. No, it's like I'm not comparing him to a movie, but it's like if you rate a movie a 7, you know? Are you gonna watch it again? No. Are you gonna recommend to your friends? Depends if they like genre. As a human though, he's above a 7 human. He's above a 7 human for sure. Turns single consumables into doubles. We're out here, boys.
Health up. Retro vision.
What's my letterboxd? So I've been convinced I will move my IMDb to letterbox as long as the dates will carry over. So I've been using IMDb to rate movies when Ryan Gary was still in Pampers. So I just need to, I gotta convert it over. Oh, Bill is not ugly. Chat, 7 is not ugly. I mean, typically don't focus on people's looks, but you guys brought it up, so I'll oblige you. 7's not ugly. We are conditioned by grade school as 70% is a C. It's like one standard deviation above. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1000 cobalt. Wait, we don't. No, I'm not gonna rate someone that you actually know who it is. That's super rude. Bill could just be a made up bit for all you know. He could be like Kermit the Frog, not real. You know what I could do? You know what I could do? With Bill's permission, I could show you a picture of him and ask him for you to rate him. No, I wouldn't do it without his permission. Wait, where's Inverted Streamer Room? How did this conversation get so off kilter? Need the negative? We'll take the win though, man. Urn of Souls. Now we got it. The streak is back, man. It was a completely unhinged run. We had Sacred Heart, we had Polly, and it was ruined by Sci-Fly. But nonetheless, we still got the win. We can't be mad at it. Slurp it up.